Imagine the moment just before you see it. The city is quiet, the pavement still warm from the day, and then a low, unmistakable presence rolls into the light. This isn't just another SUV blending into traffic. This is the 2026 Dodge Challenger SRT SUV, and it arrives with the kind of confidence that makes everything else on the road feel like background noise. From a distance, it already feels familiar, and that's intentional. The shape carries the muscle car DNA of the legendary Challenger, but it's been stretched, lifted, and sharpened into something far more commanding. The hood is long and sculpted, rising slightly in the center as if it's holding back power beneath the metal. The front fascia is aggressive but controlled, with a wide stance that feels planted even when the vehicle is standing still. The lighting signature at night is unmistakable. Thin, piercing LED eyes that glow with a quiet menace, wrapping the front in a modern interpretation of classic Dodge attitude. As you walk closer, the details start to speak. The body lines aren't soft or polite. They're bold and deliberate. The fenders flare just enough to hint at performance, while the wheels fill the arches with purpose. There's a sense that this SUV wasn't designed to ask permission. It was designed to take space. At night, reflections ripple across the paint as streetlights glide over the surface, and the Challenger SRT SUV feels less like a family hauler and more like a performance statement wearing an SUV silhouette. Open the door and the outside world fades instantly. The cabin welcomes you with a deep, solid thud, the kind that reassures you this vehicle is built with intention. As you slide into the driver's seat, the first thing you notice is how low and secure it feels for an SUV. You're not perched awkwardly above the road, you're settled into it. The seats wrap around you, firm but comfortable, holding you in place like they're expecting something exciting to happen. The materials tell a story of modern muscle luxury. Soft touch surfaces meet stitched leather, and subtle performance accents remind you this isn't just about comfort. Your hands fall naturally onto the steering wheel, thick, perfectly shaped, and cool to the touch. It feels like it belongs in your grip. In front of you, the digital displays come alive smoothly, glowing with crisp graphics that feel futuristic without losing that raw Dodge character. At night, the interior lighting transforms the cabin into something cinematic. Ambient light traces the doors and dashboard, creating a cockpit-like atmosphere that feels focused and immersive. The sound system hums softly as you start the vehicle, and then, there it is, that deep, unmistakable Dodge growl. It doesn't scream. It doesn't need to. It rumbles with confidence, sending a subtle vibration through the seat and into your chest, reminding you that performance is always waiting under your right foot. Pulling onto the road, the Challenger SRT SUV moves with surprising grace. The steering feels weighted and intentional, giving you a strong connection to what's happening beneath the tires. As you accelerate, the power delivery is smooth but urgent, pushing you forward in a way that feels controlled, not chaotic. This is the kind of acceleration that makes you smile without even realizing it. The kind that turns a normal drive into an experience. On the highway, it settles into a confident rhythm. The cabin stays quiet, insulated from wind and road noise, but the engine note is always present, just enough to remind you of what you're driving. Lane changes feel effortless, and the vehicle remains composed even at higher speeds. There's a balance here that's hard to achieve. The soul of a muscle car paired with the practicality and presence of an SUV. Take it off the main road and the confidence continues. The suspension absorbs imperfections without feeling soft, and the ride remains planted and reassuring. You feel in control, not just along for the ride. This SUV doesn't try to be everything to everyone. It knows exactly what it is, and it embraces it fully. Emotionally, the 2026 Dodge Challenger SRT SUV hits differently. It's not just about speed or size. It's about identity. It's about driving something that feels bold in a world that often plays it safe. It makes you feel powerful without being loud, confident without being arrogant. It's the kind of vehicle that turns routine errands into excuses to drive a little longer, to take the scenic route home just because you can. And then there's the question everyone asks: price. While official numbers may vary depending on configuration and market, the Challenger SRT SUV is clearly positioned as a premium performance SUV. It's not trying to compete with basic crossovers. It's aiming directly at drivers who want attitude, presence, and performance wrapped into one dramatic package. This is an SUV you buy with your heart as much as your head, and Dodge knows that. By the time you park it and shut it down, the lights fading softly as the engine settles into silence. One thing is clear. The 2026 Dodge Challenger SRT SUV isn't just a new model, it's a statement. A reminder that muscle doesn't have to disappear in the age of SUVs. It can evolve. And when it does, it can look, sound, and feel just as thrilling as ever. This isn't just an SUV you drive. It's an SUV you experience.